What up, it's Shankster94, and welcome to another reaction video. So earlier today, the Summer Game Fest 2025 launched off, and right up until the very end of it, it was looking like there was no hope for a brand new Resident Evil game, or at least not today. Well, it surprised us at the very end, as a lot of people were kind of expecting. I think it's a typical thing to pull, like at the end, something this big. So yep. Brand new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 9. It is titled Requiem. So, first glance, it looks like it's following what 7 and 8 did, having another title after the number. I don't know yet if it's, like, gonna say Resident Evil 9 Requiem or just say Resident Evil Requiem. We got a while, probably, before we know for absolute sure. But anyway, so I did see the trailer when it happened live at the Summer Game Fest. Oh! Of course, I didn't know it was a new Resident Evil game until near the very end, so this is going to be a more in-depth, genuine reaction going in knowing that it's a Resident Evil game. So I'm excited for this. So the way I'm going to react to it this time around is I'm going to do both a genuine reaction without pausing and then a detailed analysis of the trailer and share my speculations with each scene and everything. So yeah, this will be a decent length video, but I'm really excited. It's been a long time coming. Everyone's been super impatient for this game for the past several months. Justifyingly so, because the rate at which Resident Evil games were releasing, this one feels like a year too late in a lot of ways. But hey, I think it was well worth the wait, especially with what we have to see. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the reaction. So, I'm going to, of course, watch it on the official Resident Evil page now that it's there. And here we go. Super excited.
Sir.
Okay, so at first glance, there's really nothing to indicate that it's a Resident Evil game. Unidentified disease.
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
Ashcroft. Okay.
Oh, coming.
First thing I think of course, is Alyssa Ashcroft. But this woman is way too young to be her. She's in the FBI as well. So I wonder if there's going to be a connection to that. Why would they emphasize her name that deeply?
This is about the report you asked for yesterday. It'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
So she's a technical analyst.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago.
Alyssa! Okay, Alyssa Ashcroft.
Time for you to face the past. Grace.
Oh, man. A major connection to an Outbreak character, no doubt. Of course, she was referenced in Resident Evil 7.
Hey!
This has, like, a very similar feel to Resident Evil 7, honestly.
They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for.
Haha, the gramophone.
The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Oh!
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's
Holy
gone.
shit, the RPD. This is Raccoon City. Holy shit. RE9 Requiem. Hell to the yeah. February 27th, 2026. All right, we have an official release date and we can finally look forward to it. Oh my lord. It's about freaking time, isn't it? Wow. Okay, so probably two of the coolest things that I got just from first impressions is the fact that we're connected to Alyssa Ashcroft, a character from Resident Evil Outbreak, and we're actually returning to Raccoon City after close to 30 years or so, I'm imagining. Yeah, we don't have like an official timeline yet of when this is taking place, but it's post Raccoon City, that much is clear. So, yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. Okay, so now let's go through more slowly and break it down. I'm gonna choose specific points, ones that I feel like discussing. We'll see what those are after I go back through it. So Grace Ashcroft appears to be the main character of this game. Brand new character, but has connections, familial connections, no doubt, to a Raccoon City survivor. So pretty cool. Great start right there. And she works for the FBI. And this must be her boss or supervisor or so. Wonder how much of a role he'll have in this. Okay, let's see this. Investigation summary report. Got a body. Summary of incident. A deceased individual was discovered at an abandoned government office. Preliminary analysis suggests that the deceased may be linked to a series of murders, or probably, very likely. It's like the same plot line as the very first Resident Evil game in some ways. So going back to Raccoon City, throwing back to an original plot. It's looking very strong so far.
Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
They had to find a way to say her last name. Okay, she obviously isn't super organized, or just has a ton on her plate. Wrenwood Hotel. Okay. I do not think this is somewhere we have seen or heard of before. At least I don't remember if it's ever been mentioned before. So, potential new plot element there. And she's been there, obviously.
That's where your mother was murdered.
Okay, and Alyssa Ashcroft is her mother, so she is the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft. Wow. I guess she would be the appropriate age. So with this, we do know it's probably present time, or close to it, hopefully. And who is this mysterious figure? Probably the person or entity that killed Alyssa, possibly?
Alyssa died 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Okay, so it's tough. It's really tough to put an exact time frame on this, of course. And then how does she end up in this situation? And is this present or a flashback potentially? And again, this reminds me of Resident Evil 7 right there. Missing people. Okay, I'm gonna assume that this is another shot of that person we saw in the trench coat, just not coded. We see his hair and everything. And I love the gramophone. It just reminds me of Resident Evil Village a lot, for whatever reason. Okay, this is an awesome shot right here. So, this is clearly Raccoon City, and the crater is the epicenter of the missile. Wow, so, yeah, it's well abandoned. Who knows if there's any life whatsoever, or is it like Chernobyl, where the radioactive decay is still around, and, you know, it's a hazard zone? Very likely. They used a missile, for God's sakes. The inside of it, that was the statue. Stay away from that! Who was that? And they're still undead there. New or old. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to unpack here, honestly. It's really good for a very first teaser, for an announcement trailer. Really good. And we'll obviously get more down the road in forms of gameplay trailers, more plot-driven trailers, with, you know, more in-depth story, revealing a lot more. I'm really excited. We're here, people. It's a new Resident Evil game, and everything is put into motion now. Like I said, I got more reactions, and of course, when everything comes out, if you know me, if you've been subscribed to me long enough, you know how I roll. First thing I'll do is I'll live stream my first blind playthrough of it, immediately followed by an in-depth weapon showcase, and if it has them, melee moves. So, yep, can't wait. Look forward to the future. Alright guys, peace out. Look forward to seeing you in another reaction video. Have a good one.